Okay. So, hindi nila naiintindihan yung pagoda cold wave version. Hindi nila naiintindihan yung Hagardo Versosa, no? So, for the development of the nervous system, okay, so this is, ayan. So you've seen the embryo, okay, class. So at the caudal end of the embryo, this is the neural tube. It is where you'll find the neural tube, which is an embryonic structure that will become the brain and the spinal cord by the process of neurulation. Okay, so again, this is the neural tube. It will become the brain, parts of the brain, and the spinal cord. Okay, so you have here the walls of the neural tube. Okay, you have here the neuroepithelial cells. Okay, these cells extend over the entire thickness of the wall to form a thick pseudostratified epithelium. So again, class, that is the neuroepithelial layer. Okay, the neuroepithelial layer, class, is surrounded by the mantle layer. Okay, so this mantle layer, class, will become the gray matter of the spinal cord. Again, the mantle layer will become the gray matter of the spinal cord. Okay, so the outermost layer that surrounds the mantle layer, that is, class, the marginal layer. Okay, the marginal layer now will become the white matter of the spinal cord. Okay, am I clear? So again, this is the neuroepithelial layer. The neuroepithelial layer is surrounded by the mantle layer, which will become this one, the gray matter of the spinal cord. While the marginal layer, this one that surrounds the mantle layer, will become the white matter of the spinal cord. Am I clear, class?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, very good. So next, okay. So there is also this thickenings, okay? These thickenings at the mantle layer of the spinal cord. So when we ask during the exam, what is this layer here? That is the mantle layer. But the mantle layer, class, is further divided into two. We have here the ventral thickening, that is the basal plate. It forms the motor area of the spinal cord. Again, we have here the basal plate, which forms the motor area of the spinal cord. And we have this dorsal thickening, the alar plate, which forms the sensory area of the spinal cord. Okay, the sensory area of the spinal cord. Dali lang ha, palabasin ko lang yung ano. Okay, so again, sorry, can you hear me? We have these two thickenings of the mantle layer. We have the basal plate, that is the anterior or ventral thickening. Again, the basal plate will form the motor area of the spinal cord, while the dorsal thickening, that is the alar plate, will form the sensory area of the spinal cord. So when we ask during the exam, what is this layer? That is the mantle layer. What is this specific layer here? That is the basal plate. What is this specific layer here? That is the alar plate. Are we clear, class?
Yes, po.
Okay. So there is a longitudinal groove here that marks the boundary between the alar and the basal plate. We call this the sulcus limitans. The sulcus limitans, okay? Okay, so next. Again, you have here at the midline, the roof and the floor of the neural tube. This primarily serves as pathways for nerve fibers crossing from one side to another. So pathway lang to ng mga nerve fibers crossing again from one side to another. Okay, so let's review lang natin. Okay, please identify these layers surrounding the canal. Neuro, tama? Tama ka. Yes, neuroepithelial layer. Okay, this layer here, or structure here.
Mantle layer.
Very good. How about this one?
Marginal layer.
Marginal. What is this specific structure here?
Basal plate.
What is the function of the basal plate?
Will form the motor.
Oh, very good. How about this one?
Alar plate po.
Okay, what is the function of the alar plate?
Will form the sensory area of the spinal.
Very good. O, sige ha. Si Dr. Navarro saka may isa pang sumasagot. Dalawa lang sila. Now, class, look. Arising from the nerve bodies of the basal plate, we have this outside the spinal cord, the ventral nerve roots. Okay, the ventral nerve roots function is still motor. Okay, you have here the dorsal nerve roots, which carry sensory fibers, which originates here at the nerve cell body outside the spinal cord. This is the dorsal root ganglion. So the function of this is for sensory. Okay, so when you combine the ventral and the dorsal root, that will now become the spinal nerve. Okay, so again, you have here the ventral root, the dorsal root. When you join them together, that is the spinal nerve. Okay, here. So this is just another picture showing you the ventral root, the dorsal root ganglion. Okay, hindi na umabot sa spinal nerve. Okay? Okay, class? Am I clear?
Yes po.
Clear? Okay, thank you. Now we go to the brain vesicles. Okay, so at the cephalic end of the neural tube, you have three dilatations. You have the primary brain vesicles. That is the prosencephalon, the mesencephalon, and the rhombencephalon. The prosencephalon or the forebrain, the mesencephalon or the midbrain, and the rhombencephalon or the hindbrain. Okay, so by 5 weeks of development, these primary brain vesicles will differentiate into the secondary brain vesicles. So your prosencephalon will give rise to the telencephalon and diencephalon, while the mesencephalon will still be the mesencephalon, and the rhombencephalon now will give rise to the metencephalon and the myelencephalon. Okay, so when we ask for the fate of the structures, the telencephalon class will become the cerebral hemisphere, while the diencephalon will become the optic vesicle, the thalamus, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary, while the mesencephalon will become the anterior and posterior colliculi. The anterior colliculi or the superior colliculus receives visual information, while the posterior colliculi or the inferior colliculus receives auditory information. Okay, so the metencephalon will become the cerebellum and the pons, while the myelencephalon will become the medulla oblongata. Okay, so that is that was discussed earlier during your lecture. Okay, dinagdag ko lang yan just to summarize yung mga brain vesicles natin. Again, what the prosencephalon will become the telencephalon, and what is the other one, class? Very good. The diencephalon. First, the telencephalon. This class, this will be your landmark. That is the developing nose. We have the lateral and the medial nasal processes. Again, that is just a landmark. Okay, a landmark lang yan. Okay, so anterior to the developing nose, you have this structure here that is class the telencephalon. So you have here the telencephalon, which will become the cerebral hemisphere. Okay, the cavity within the telencephalon. Do you have any idea what is the cavity within the telencephalon?
Lateral
ventricle. Very good. That is the lateral ventricle. So again, that is the telencephalon, and you have here the cavity, which is the lateral ventricle. Again, the developing nose is just your landmark. Okay, next, as I've said, the prosencephalon or the forebrain will also give rise to the diencephalon. You've seen this structure before. So what is this nipple-like projection?
Infundibulum.
Yes, the infundibulum. So you've seen this. So familiar na kayo. This is again the developing eye, which will be your landmark. And at the level of the developing eye, you have now the diencephalon. So again, this is the diencephalon, which will give rise to the optic vesicle, the thalamus, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary. Now, what is the cavity within the diencephalon class? What is the cavity? The
Third
third
ventricle.
ventricle. Fresh na fresh pa, kali-lecture lang. So the cavity of the diencephalon, remember, that is class the third ventricle. Okay? Okay. Now, next. We go now to the mesencephalon or the midbrain. Okay, so again, this mesencephalon will become the colliculi, the anterior and the posterior colliculi. Okay, so this is the mesencephalon, and the cavity within the mesencephalon is the one that connects the third to the fourth ventricle. That is classed the iter or the cerebral aqueduct of Sylvius. So again, the cavity of the mesencephalon class is the iter or the cerebral aqueduct of Sylvius. Am I clear?
Yes po.
Very good. So the iter again connects the third ventricle to the fourth ventricle. If you remember, the third ventricle is the cavity of the diencephalon. Now, this one, this structure here, that is now classed the rhombencephalon. Okay, as I've said, the rhombencephalon will give rise to your metencephalon and your myelencephalon. So again, you have here the mesencephalon, caudal to the mesencephalon, you have now the metencephalon and the myelencephalon. Okay, so this one, the developing ear, will be your landmark. So this is the otocyst. Landmark lang yan, ha? Landmark lang. So when you see the otocyst, you know that this is the rhombencephalon. Okay, so the metencephalon here, this will become the cerebellum and the pons. Okay, so here, again, this is the mesencephalon. So caudal to the mesencephalon, this one, this broad part of the rhombencephalon, that is the metencephalon, it will become the cerebellum and the pons, while the tapering end of the rhombencephalon, that is the myelencephalon, will become the medulla oblongata. Okay, so the cavity now here of the rhombencephalon, that is now classed the fourth ventricle. Again, the cavity of the rhombencephalon is the fourth ventricle. So the iter class, your cerebral aqueduct, connects the third ventricle of the diencephalon to the fourth ventricle of the rhombencephalon. Am I clear?
Yes po.
Yes, very good. So again, this is just another picture showing you the mesencephalon, the metencephalon, and the myelencephalon. So yung mnemonics namin dyan, STY, S-T-Y. Mesencephalon, T, metencephalon, Y, myelencephalon. Okay? Ha? Nakuha, class? Ha, para matandaan nyo lang, mesen, sunod ng mesen, meten, then myelin. Meten will become the cerebellum and the pons. Myelin will become the medulla oblongata. Again, what is the cavity here, class? What is the cavity of the mesencephalon?
Iter.
The iter. How about the rhombencephalon? What is the cavity of the rhombencephalon?
Fourth
Ventricle. Very good. So this is another picture. Okay, you have here the connection between the iter and the fourth ventricle. So again, that is the mesencephalon, the metencephalon, and the myelencephalon. Okay? Very easy lang. Marami lang kayong aaralin, but relatively easy yung development ng nervous system. Do you have any questions, class?
No questions po.
Questions. Okay. Naintindihan ba